Hello my lovelies, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is inspired by a wonderful woman on YouTube called Solae. Her channel is Solae and Craft. Please go along and check her out. She does the most amazingly beautiful embellishments and other projects. I'm sure that you'll enjoy it and give her subscribe to her channel. She really is worth it. She is wonderful. I was watching her the other day making ticket embellishments and I thought, I hadn't thought of adding to tickets. I just sort of thought maybe one little thing and colour the edges and you're done. But no, this is the sort of thing that Solae does, only much, much prettier. She uses a lot of pastel colours and they're absolutely stunning. But it is one piece of large ticket and some smaller tickets, a handmade one, a banner, a little flower, and a stamp on that handmade ticket, and it's so easy. I'd like to run you through a little bit of my process so that you can see what I've done. But first of all, I'd like to show you these. There's the same recipe on each and every one. I've used a large board, some lace, a couple of tickets, a little banner, one of my handmade tickets with a little gecko, and this one has got crisscross fence and some stamped leaves and this little flower. And it can go into journals, you can put it onto cards, you can make little pockets like I've done with this one here. I've just used a piece of the same card, folded the edges in, tapered them a little, and put a ticket and some bling on the front of it. And that is going to make a lovely little pocket for a couple more tickets to go into. Or little banners, if you've got some of those around the place. What have I got here? Oh, I was doing some cutting out, so I could put that little thing in there, and it could be used as a stencil by the person I'm sending it to. So these are absolutely limitless in your ideas for use. Please make a few of them, make a couple of them, and use them up in your journals and your cards, anywhere at all. But I've done a lot of the same things because I didn't have any genuine scraps, so I've had to make up things out of 12 by 12, and by nature you're left with a lot of paper. Cut out one of these, I'll cut out a dozen of them. The same with the striped one. A couple of tickets, handmade one here, little banners, and you've got a nice little embellishment and the other ticket there. I've used a minimum 2 tickets on these, be they handmade or the ready-made ones. A little piece of sari silk under this one, just for a little bit different. A scripted stamp there and another couple of floral stamps here, and you've got something very, very pretty to work with. There's that one as well. And all of these feature cupcakes because I just went a little bit crazy and stamping and colouring one morning before the house got too noisy, or before I created so much noise that I woke everybody else up. So there's lots and lots and lots of these. So let me just flick through the cupcake ones very quickly because there's more of these than anything else. I've got others ready to go. And I've used a whole container of little flowers on them, so I feel quite accomplished. I now have to fill up that little container. That's wonderful. So I'm using the resources I have on hand that I've made elsewhere. Now let me show you how I've made these tickets. I've got a piece of A4 paper I've folded in halves, and then I fold it in halves that way, and then I fold it in halves that way. I'm using a fairly wide ruler, put it on the end of the paper, using my Stanley blade, or my craft knife, whatever you want to call them, and I cut 3 times. That way I know when it comes apart, it's going to be the right size all the way across. Now these measure approximately 2 inches or 5.5 centimeters, and the depth is 4 centimeters or 1 3/4 inches by 2 inches. They're a decent sized ticket. To get the ticket effect, all I did was use any stamp that I have on hand, and I just sat here for a couple of minutes and did these. They need a lot of embellishment because they are pretty somber on tea-dyed paper, and I've used the walnut stain. So you fold them in halves, stamp on that piece, fold it over, stamp on that piece and that piece and that piece. And what you end up with is 4 tickets that you can use anywhere. Now I've already taken apart one each of these, the little geckos I've used on the other ones I showed you. So that's what you end up with. To get these holes so that it looks like a ticket when you split it, I've been using my little craft punch, that size hole. I think it might be 1/4 inch. Let me just check. 1/4 inch or 1, 2, 5, 6 millimeters, or just under a 1/4 inch. And it's very, very easy to do. You put it into the corner there and you crunch a little bit. Can you see how far I've gone in? Not very far. And then you come down to the end and I put it in at an angle. Crunch that, and to get the little center one, only halfway. You don't need to go the full circle, otherwise it looks a little bit silly. Now I do that one separately because it's on the end, and then I come and I do the next one. So in. It's a little bit harder when you've got 2 pieces together, so I normally try and do them before I go embellishing them, because otherwise it's too hard. And there you have a nice neat little ticket. You can cut straight through there or tear if you're good at tearing. Go ahead and do it. I'm going to burnish it down so that I can tear it, and it will look like a purchase ticket because of the tear, because that's normally where they're gently perforated. And there you have a little ticket you can make, and you can decorate like these. So I've done quite a few. Some little geckos, and I did 4 little flowers, stamped and coloured, trees and leaves, and a postage cancellation, just stamped. Little dogs, once again, just stamped. You don't have to have the words on them, you don't have to have numbers if you don't want to. Just do what you feel best. Butterflies, I used a border stamp up top and bottom, and then the little butterfly, and just half the butterfly for there. And daffodils, that's a little stamp on a piece of copy paper. The green ones were on card, the white ones are copy paper, and the cupcakes once again. So you can see that you get quite a lot out of one sheet of A4 paper. It's enormous the amount that you can make. So out of these card ones are all from one A4. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 lots of tickets, 4 sets of 4. So that's not bad. And I think by cutting more out that you can get more. Let's just do a little tester here with the ruler. We've already got 3. 4. 5. 6. And then with a little piece left over, you can stamp some words onto those and use them on your banners, if you want to call them that. Banners, I just call them large tickets because that's what they are. They're just large tickets. And in my opinion, they are beautiful. So, let me show you what I was talking about making a card. I've got a card and I've got my elements already here cut out, ready to go. Well, almost ready to go. And I'm going to make a horizontal card, not an up and down one, but a side one. I have got the tape on the back of that. That's awesome. Just to show you that these can be so versatile. You can make them fit to any project you like, just with a little bit of thought. Now I'd like to have that more brown up there, So pull across the walnut stain and give it a little bit of colour on the edges. While I've got it out, I think I'll do the little white backing card as well. I chose white instead of black because black made it look too somber, and I wanted to lighten it up a little bit because my backing card is that one there on the ticket. Now take the backing papers off here. Just measuring by the eyes to see where I need to put this. Now just using one of the tickets I made to add to the top of this card, and if you have these in a container, once you've made them, you've got them there for as long as you need them. Now this one says time for cake and enjoy life's moments. So it could be a birthday card, it could be how are you card, get well card, because any time is time for cake. And the inside, you could decorate that, put another little ticket or something that's just fancied up a little bit. You know, it would be daffodil, that would look quite nice in there as well. And it's shaped like a ticket, so you know, you're using another one. So there you are, my lovelies. That's what you can do with all these gorgeous tickets that Solae shows you and that I've shown you. So please, once again, go along to Solae and Craft. Check out her videos. She is stunning workmanship. Has absolutely stunning workmanship. Alright, with that, my lovelies, I will bid thee farewell, and I will catch up with you on the next video. Take care and keep smiling. Bye-bye.